Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. So as promised, I have completed the steel line and the stone brick smelting line as well. I fed coal over to both of them, and these are all on the same coal line that we started with. Right, this one here. Looks like we still have enough coal coming in to feed all of this currently. I added some more mining drills on iron since we need to have a full belt for steel and a full belt for iron now. I also put mining drills on the rest of the stone patch to make sure we get enough stone there. You can see I've got a couple funky little things going on here to kind of get the edges of it. I also had a lot of stone in a chest from earlier, which I just am now feeding with inserters onto the belt. So eventually this will clean itself up as some of these mining drills wear themselves out, and the stone in these boxes gets consumed. If we look at the map from a large view, yeah, we can see that these radar upgrades are definitely making a big difference. And we can now see pretty far out, and we can see some rather large ore patches, which are great. Not a lot of big coal patches yet. We've got 3 million here, 8 million here. So that'll last us for a while, but I'll be on the lookout for more coal. So I'm going to hit Shift G to label these new patches that have recently been uncovered. 28 million, 13 million, some pretty good ones. So I feel pretty good about the settings that I chose for RSO. I feel like we're getting pretty big patches without them being ridiculous. Of course, once we get really rolling in the end game, 13 million, 28 million, that's not going to last too long. So I expect, and you can see now how the game was kind of stuttering a little bit while it was running that labeling script. So that's why I mentioned that I'll once the map starts to get really large, I'll probably only do that in between episodes so that you don't have to suffer through the stuttering, because it can take a while when the map is pretty large. It checks all the entire map every time. So all right, so now we've got steel and we've got lots of stone brick. I did some additional research while I was working on this. I researched all the levels of mining productivity that I could. That gives us another 2% per cycle for each level. So we've got plus 6% now on the mining patches, which is pretty good. I also researched mini loaders. So we can make mini loaders now. Those are, there we go, here. They take steel, underground belt, and fast inserters. So they're certainly not cheap to make. So we'll use them somewhat sparingly. And then there's also a filter version, which uses filter inserters as an input. So you can see that these consume quite a bit of resource to make, so we won't be just throwing them around everywhere. But I did make a few of them and set up these little buffer chests for stone brick, copper, and iron. I haven't done it for steel yet, but basically I have a loader going into a chest and then a loader coming out of the chest. So when production is backed up, the chest will fill, and then I can easily grab items from the chest. Now, I didn't do it on steel because I don't really have enough room to do it. Yeah, didn't have quite enough space. I suppose I could put one right here. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll just make 2 of those. And a chest. Yeah, we gotta wait for those to craft. Okay, there's one. Where is it? There we go. And there's an arrow on it that indicates the direction that the material is flowing. So put the arrow into it. Now these need power, unlike the loaders that I was using in my Angel Bob's game. These loaders require power to function. Right, and then we put another one there. Okay, and if you've never used loaders before, essentially it's just a device that will take a full belt's worth of input or output and channel it into a container, such as a chest, or you can even use it to feed production buildings. So they're very useful in cases like this, for loading trains. They can be used for to load trains instead of inserters. And when you have production that requires high quantity of materials going in, these come in handy for that as well. So I'll just let these chests fill up. Okay, let's see, and I'll grab myself another stack of steel just so I have it. I think that brings us pretty much up to date. So the next thing that I would like to do is to get the steel and the stone brick put on the bus, and then we can start working on green circuits. So that's copper. This is iron. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can use this. We can use this for steel and stone brick. I'm just going to check my calculator again. Bear with me just a moment. Here we go. Just pulling up the web page. Okay. Because the calculator will tell you how many belts you need of the different items. So 0.4 of a red belt for steel and 0.3 for stone brick for the starter base. So we can do 1 belt of each. These will eventually get upgraded to red belts, at least to red belts, maybe even to blue belts at some point. Okay, so I will bring, well, let me see here. Steel, we'll have another steel or another iron coming up here. So coming over this way, I'm going to need to save room for 6 belts of iron. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And then we can have the steel and the stone brick, I should say. And we also need to, I also want to put the stone on the bus. All right, so let me just grab some more belts. I have plenty of inserters already, so I won't get any more of those. Oh, and let's choose our next research. Lots of good choices. We could do more research speed, but I don't really feel the need for that right now. Seems very early to be doing modules, so let's just take it in order. We'll do fluid handling, so we get storage tanks. Okay, so there's steel. The second line of steel that we may add at some point will all fit onto a single belt as well, so we don't need another belt for steel. that'll be stone brick. And then, let's see, can I grab some stone somewhere? I just want to remember what my choices are here. Okay, good, here's some stone. So I'm just going to drop a few items on these empty belts just so I remember what goes where. Alright, so that'll be stone. And then I think we could do coal here. Let me see here real quick how much coal I'm going to need. It says 1.5 belts. But I think that includes coal for fuel for the furnaces and stuff, so I don't think I'm going to need more than 1 belt on the bus. This will be used for making... what do we use it for? For plastic? Yeah, for plastic. Sorry, it's been so long since I've played Vanilla Factorio that I have kind of forgotten some of the recipes. Okay, and then here is where we are going to have green circuits. Which is what we're going to make next. I just have to decide where I would like to put the green circuits. I think I would like to have it on this side, since that's what a lot of our copper is going to be used for. I'm going to send half of the copper to green circuits, and then the rest of the bus will continue without it. So probably these first 4 lanes, I'll just send in to make green circuits, and then we'll just leave that space empty as we continue on down. Okay, so let's extend our path here, and we'll build the green circuits over here. Now, according to my planner, we are going to need 55.5 machines making green circuits. And I'm going to be putting those onto 4 belts. So if we divide 56 by 4, that gives us, what, 14? So if I did 4 units of 14 circuit making machines each, we can feed that onto 4 belts. But I think we should probably make some extra, because we're going to need it to make supplies and modules and stuff in addition to the science packs. So I'm going to round it up to 60. I'll round it up to 64. So we'll do 4 groups of 16 machines making green circuits. All right, so let's space it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. All right, so our first machine is going to go right there. Okay, we got fluid wagon done. Let's do this one. That'll be a quick one. Nixie tubes. All right. And then more inserter configuration options. I don't really need that right now. Let's do advanced material. We'll get steel furnaces. Okay. So I think, let me make some more machines here. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to start making some of these circuits. In fact, I'm going to set up one of these right now. So we'll do the standard 3-to-2 circuits, and three machines making copper wire, and then 2 machines making the circuits. All right, we'll just set it up like this. Now later on, when we start using productivity modules, then we can change this to a 1-to-1 ratio. But I'm not planning on implementing modules on a large scale here in the starting base. Okay, I don't need concrete yet. Let's do bulk rail loaders. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's do this one. That'll give us the good power poles. Okay, so let's get the first one set up so that we can start to get some circuits made so that our handcrafting doesn't take so long. Okay, so I'm just gonna split that off right there. And then I'm going to need some fast inserters, which require circuits. Okay, so we need, each one of these needs a fast inserter. And this takes one plate and makes 2 copper cables. Let me check something here on the output. As soon as we start getting some stack bonuses, which I think we can get at level 3, yeah. Then 1 each will be enough. So I'm going to leave it like this. Whoops. And I'm going to put inserter capacity bonus 2 in the queue. Right, so we'll research stack inserters, and then capacity bonus 1 increases stack inserter capacity. Inserter capacity bonus 2 also increases the capacity of regular inserters so they can handle 2 items at a time. And once I can do that, then this will work fine. Okay, so I can also make the good power poles now, so I'm going to stop using the wood ones and start using the medium power poles. I like those better because they cover more area, essentially. So we'll put 1 there. Let's see, how do we want to do? I guess it would have to be something like that. And actually this one I can put here, and that way I'll cover this side. Okay, now these need iron as well. Okay, yeah, so we need fast inserters to bring in the iron, which will come in here. Oops. So let's go ahead and bring up some iron. No, actually we're going to need some undergrounds. I'm going to use a splitter for now, but I think at some point we will probably need dedicated lines of iron to make circuits as well. Okay, and then we'll put a light right there. All right, let me make some of these large poles too, which I will put right there. That way we can start to use these to distribute our electricity. So I'm going to replace all these poles with large power poles. starting from right here. Okay, that's kind of cheesy, but whatever. There. Okay, and then I'm going to have the outputs go this way. Right. Okay. And then we can have the output of the circuits go there. So these will go, let me see. No. Right, so this is going to have to go like that. Okay. Okay, and then where can I put the lights? I'll just put the lights there. Okay, so if I set it up like this and I have two belts coming out of this, then I can have, I'll set it up with 2 units of, what did I say? I wanted 64. So 2 units of 32 each. 32 means 16 on a side. So I need 8 of these on each side and then double that. All right. So now we're going to start seriously making some circuits. Okay, I'll come back to that later. In the meantime, let me grab some more so I don't have to handcraft anymore. Okay, so now I want to blueprint. I think I basically want to blueprint like this. But first let me extend that belt so we get that captured. One more. Okay. I need more belts. Okay, let's try again. All right, so then this would go like that. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. It's going to be a lot of circuits. So I'll run belts manually. We can end that there. And these we can just run in like that. Okay, I'm going to need more iron plate. Okay, and I need a bunch of these assembly machines. All right, let's go ahead and turn on our bots. Oh yeah, and lots of blue inserters. Right, and then I think just having this one side will give me enough to get the mall set up. So I'll get that set up before I start building the rest of it, because otherwise we're going to be handcrafting a ton of items, which is not terribly interesting. Okay, now here's an opportunity. Oh, bummer. Man, that really sucks. That's kind of a waste of power poles. And it'll be a while before I can make substations. What should we do next? I'll just do that one real quick. Okay, well, I guess I'll just leave it the way that it is. Collect more of these circuits so I can handcraft more stuff. Okay, and I need more iron plates. At least we'll be able to get all the inserters put in. Well, not all of them. Good number of them. All right, let's do flammables. just take them all. Okay, landfill. All right. It's cool to see these achievements popping up. Oh, good Lord. I need more supplies. I'll be happy when I get this mall set up. Okay. Let's see, what else can we do? Tool belt. That'll be pretty nice. I now kind of regret not loading the mod for crafting speed. There we go. One more. There we go. Okay. So I think that side is complete. Yeah, looks that way. Okay. Let's get rid of some of these trees. Okay. So circuits are going to go right here. Long reach 2, sounds good. No, actually that'll go onto the last one. This will go on the second to last one. And then the next two will go onto the closer of the two. Okay, so if I measure that distance there, actually let me do that again. From here to there. Right, it's going to be like that. So this is where the copper will come for the other side here, and then we'll need to leave a space and then duplicate that whole thing again. And that'll use our 4 lines of copper. And we'll probably need at least, I'm guessing probably at least 2 lines of iron. Yeah. Okay. So I want to make sure that I leave space for that, so that way I can have all the green circuits together in the same area. And then for the mall / make everything area, I'm thinking I'll probably make that on the other side after the green circuits. You know, like I said, I was kind of thinking that I would do science on this side and everything else on the other side, but to be honest, with a bus this big, the other side's going to be pretty far away. Well, we'll do it anyway. If it's far away, so be it. Let's pick another research here. So I could build another path here and leave the space in between for the bus. I think that'll be enough space. Okay, so the main bus will be contained within here. That should also give us room for, for fluids, pipes, and so forth. Yeah, I think that'll be plenty of space. So we can build the mall over here on this side. Sounds like a plan. Okay. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate it as always. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.